Hi, Paul Barratt-Hassett here, author of the Sulphite Connection, A Hidden Pandemic Revealed. Today I'd like to share with you how to identify hidden and undeclared sulphites on food labelling. You know, often when people think or hear about sulphites, they often associate them with dried fruit or sausages. Sadly though, many dismiss investigating any further because, being health conscious, they avoid those foods already. But this is not what I'm about. The Sulphite Connection is about a hidden pandemic. So what do I mean by hidden? Well, first up, more than 80% of food that you buy from your local supermarket are adulterated with sulphites, and they will not be declared on the label. Now that is a big deal, and let me explain why. A few years back, FSANZ, Food Standards Australia and New Zealand, changed the food code on the compulsory labelling of sulphites from the acceptable allowance of 20 parts per million down to 10 parts per million. Now this is significant because FSANZ are about food safety. So it takes a number of deaths to take place before they change the code. So it turns out that enough people were dropping dead from consuming sulphites without knowing they were consuming them that FSANZ felt compelled to change the code. So this means then that at 20 parts per million, sulphite adulteration can kill a significant amount of the population. The question then is, what is half that level doing to your health? So if you suffer from mental or emotional problems like depression, ADHD or Asperger's, fatigue, be that chronic fatigue or fibromyalgia, hives or unexplained skin rashes, bloating or irritable bowel syndrome, sinus issues, asthma, brain fog, or candida problems, then listen up, because you're about to discover how hidden and undeclared sulphites in your food could be making you sick. Okay, well let's look at a few typical items that you'd see in your local supermarket. Now I'd like to start with Nutrigrain from the breakfast cereal aisle. Now on the ingredients list you'll see here that it contains cereal, 44% wheat flour, oatmeal and maize flour. Now the maize flour will have sulphites present in levels up to 10 parts per million. Then we've got sugar, wheat, gluten, molasses, salt, barley malt extract. Barley malt extract will most likely have levels up to 10 parts per million of sulphites as well. Minerals, mineral salt, etc., all the way down to folate. Now the Allergy Declaration states on this product that it contains gluten-containing cereals and that it may contain traces of peanuts and or tree nuts. Now at this point you'll notice that there's no declaration on the labelling that mentions sulphites. Okay, let's move on and do another one. Here we've got Carmen's Original Fruit-Free Muesli. Now, if you look at the ingredients, you'll notice the second last ingredient is glucose. Now, this is glucose syrup, and it definitely 100% has sulphites present, up to levels of 10 parts per million. Now, I know this because I've emailed the company direct, and in fact, you'll see in my book that I've actually taken Carmen Foods to the ACCC, and I won. The reason I did that is because they had a big tick on their box claiming that their product was preservative-free. Yet, I also had an email from them stating that the glucose syrup, as labelled here as glucose, does in fact contain levels up to 10 parts per million. So I felt that that was deceptive and mislabelling, so I took them to the ACCC and won, and as a result, Carmen's Foods had to change all of their boxes. So, moving on, let's have a look at another one. The San Reno gluten-free range. Another company that I've spoken to directly. If you look at the ingredients label on the back of that box, you'll see that it contains maize starch, 68%, and potato starch. Now, both of those will have sulphites used as a processing aid, so will contain up to 10 parts per million. Now, you'll see in the email I've received from that company, just to prove to you that they do contain sulphites, it states from samreno.com.au, Dear Paul, the manufacturer also said that the residual sulphite level present in the finished product will be less than 10 parts per million. Yours sincerely, Sam Renmo. If you actually have a look at the labelling on the box, you'll see they've got a little bit cheeky and gone as far as saying no artificial flavours, colours or preservatives. So there you have it. Not only can they contain preservatives, they also can say that they don't have preservatives on the box. So get your head around that one. Well, there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please leave any questions or comments or queries you might have below. And look out for the next video in the series where we're going to be talking about Amines and Salicylates and the Sulphite Connection. So until then, see you later.